So this is my Superformace AC Cobra, and my headlights quit working, so it gives me another reason to get in behind my dash. And I've seen a lot of questions online, people trying to work behind their dash for various reasons, and sounds like they're trying to lay on their back and look up underneath there to do it. And I found that unless you're a contortionist and a midget, that probably is not going to work. So of course I just take my dash apart and sit in the passenger seat usually and work on it. Fairly simple. So I've already replaced my headlight relay, which I found to be the problem, but I'm going to do a short video here of how the dash comes out, how simple it is once you do it once. It's less than 10 minutes. Here we go. So climb in here and I pop off this cap. Okay, bear with me here. There we go. Get the cap popped off. You undo the nut that's usually on there. It's in my hand right now. Like I said, I'm putting it back together, but I'm going to do a reverse video here quick. I believe it's 22 millimeter. And then you go ahead and pull off the steering wheel. Steering wheel comes off. There's a spring behind it. Pull the spring off. Put it inside your steering wheel. Turn signal indicator's got to come off. There's just one set screw up here. Don't take it out, just loosen it. So we get a screwdriver here real quick. Put it in the set screw. Loosen that sucker up. That's all you got to do. Slide that off. It'll dangle out of the way. So you have a little cap nut that's usually up there. Mine's in my bucket here. That little cap nut goes on that bolt. And here's a trick for reassembly. That bolt's not sticking through right now. I need to pull the dash out a little bit and push it through, but I duct tape that bolt in place. It makes life a lot easier. Actually even glue it or silicone it in place so it doesn't spin. It should. I don't know how they do it because you can barely reach up in there with your hand. So I duct taped it. This time I'm going to put a little glue on there and glue it in place. On each end of your dash you have one of these in place in there. Little 10 millimeter. You take those off, one on each end, over there and over there. Now you have these black support rods that go up into the dash, and underneath there you'll have two 13-inch bolts. Easy to reach, they're just right up under the lip. And there's also a little aluminum wedge up in there. Sometimes they fall out. It's just because the way the angle of the bar is running, the aluminum wedge puts the bolt in there straight. My aluminum wedges happen to stay in place this time. That's fine. If not, they just go back on there. Pretty simple. So once you get it to this point, and those 5 things removed, one in the middle, one on each end, and one bolt above each support bar, you're ready to remove the dash. It's a bit of a wiggle, okay? You gotta kind of pry a little here and there. It's not that bad. I just pry with my hands. I don't pry with nothing else. It's a little bit tight, but that's the way it should be. Always, when reassembling, work from the left to the right because you need to get it over the steering column, and that's the whole key behind this thing and the bitch behind it. Other than that, it's pretty simple. I'm going to pull it back out because I need to straighten up my water sending on my water gauge. So I'm going to pull it back out. I'm going to have to turn off the videos for a second. Okay, we're back. Now you can see my whole dash is now laying in my lap. I can access everything, the heater box, vents, wiring. Makes life completely simple. And that's how you do it. Now reverse, like I said, you start pulling your dash from this side and you put your dash back together starting on this side. It's all about that steering column and then fitting it in there. The more you do it, or once after you do it once, it's really simple. There you go. That's the Superformace AC Cobra dash. And guys that are big and big hands and can't contortion under there, I just find it's easier to do this. It really is. Not to fight it, just to pull it apart and put it back together. Literally less than 10 minutes to take it apart, less than 10 minutes to put it together. Have a great day.